Hello friends, Brandy here with Falcon Healing Arts. I hope you're doing really well. Even though this is probably a very stressful time for many of you moms out there. It's the second half of August. I know many of you already have kids who have gone back to school or you're getting ready for them to go back to school. Today is actually the first day of school for my son, so I know what you're experiencing. It may be hard to get your child back on a reasonable sleep schedule, to get them to eat healthy meals, to find a healthy work-life balance, to manage all of your schedules, and to also make sure that you're caring for your holistic health. All of this can be very overwhelming. But it's important that you're staying mindful of how you're feeling before the stress builds, because you are actually the hub of your family. Moms, all the energy in your home, the relationship you have with your partner and your kids is based off of your energy, most likely. When you're off, they're going to be off. So any intentional choices you make, any changes you make that are bringing more peace into the family are going to make a huge difference. And I have 5 things that I would love to share with you that will help you achieve that. These 5 adjustments to your mindset, your energy, your lifestyle are going to make a huge difference in how warm and loving your home and your relationships feel. And these are things that you can start doing right away with no preparation. The first thing I suggest is first thing in the morning to adjust your attitude to one of gratitude. Dial it way back to just being grateful for waking up, for having one more day of your life, for having a roof over your head, for being a mom, being able to have children, for all the abundance and love that you currently have in your life. This is huge. And I know you have heard this suggestion to adopt an attitude of gratitude before, but it is so important to start the day this way, because if you choose to prioritize your obligations, that's going to take over your whole day. Your adherence to sticking with your to-do list, it makes your happiness dependent on how much you did or how well you did it. And to me, when I'm in that mindset, when I just get up and start going and moving through the motions of the day, it feels very superficial. So when you start your day with an attitude of gratitude, with actual spiritual depth, that is going to bring a big why behind everything you do. Every single thing you do. So please do not skim over this one. See if tomorrow morning when you wake up that you can take some time. Less than 5 minutes is all it takes. And this is an adjustment you should feel in your heart. It is this overwhelming love that you feel for your life. My second suggestion is to stay grounded and present. And when I'm talking about grounding, I am not talking about going barefoot on the earth or the grass outside. That practice is wonderful. This is an adjustment you need to make with your energy, with your mind and your energy. So when you are grounding, you are fully in your body. You should feel that your breath is slow, even, and deep. You're feeling your breath in your lower belly. And if you have time to do a breathing practice, see if you can actually breathe into your hips, breathe into your legs, breathe into your feet. Feel your body pulsating and breathing above the surface that you're sitting against. This will help you feel solid in your body. And when you are solid in your body, it is much easier to stay mentally present. If anxiety is an issue for you, Typically, what I see when someone is anxious is that they are living in their mind. It is like this out of body experience, and they're typically in the future. So they're worried about what is coming next. They're not sinking into what is happening now. When we are fully present, we slow down. That's another aspect of grounding. Be like the earth, stuck to it. And you can actually, this is another practice I love doing too, is to actually imagine that your feet are stuck in mud, and that will slow you down. Can you move through your home, getting your kids ready while having those sensations of moving slow, taking your time, really enjoying your body? Opening up the five senses. Can you do this when you're trying to finish up your work so that you can go do something fun or to do something with your family? Hopefully that's also fun. Can you be in this state when you are cooking dinner, trying to get it on the table? Can you relax? When you are grounded, you are relaxed in your body, in your space, and fully in the moment. And again, your energy affects the energy in the home. It affects how your family feels around you and affects the energy that they're putting out into the space. So sometimes this is all you need to do is just adjust your own energy, and hopefully everyone else will adjust easily as well. Number 3, communicate clearly with your family that this is something you are trying to shift, that this is something you're trying to change, and that it is extremely important to you. But also see if you can be relaxed about this as well. Because if this is just one more thing on your to-do list that you feel you need to perform well at, it's going to still be tense in the home, and we don't want anyone to feel like they're walking on eggshells around you. If you are fully grounded, you are fully relaxed, and then communicating that this is how you would really like everyone to feel because you think that everyone will just be happier, they're going to understand. They're going to feel that as well. So just communicate with them that this is the space you're trying to create. And it's actually very jarring when someone comes in with frantic energy. And when you bring mindfulness to that, it'll be much easier for them to adjust. And one example I have, I'm having a hard time thinking of one that I'm sure I have added to this as well. But it's typically me who's trying to stay grounded, who tries to meditate and do all this breathing work. And my son has never really been hyper. He has become upset about things, but not to the point where it's really shaken up the house. But my husband will come home after a stressful day and just his energy, you can feel it rippling through the home. And then definitely as he's telling me stories and his voice is rising and I'm just feeling like this, I'll bring mindfulness to him. I'll just mention how it's feeling to me, and oftentimes he'll choose to go for a walk, and that's really helpful for him to ground down and really feel his emotions. And then when we come together and he tells me about his day, that energy is not there, that feels like it wants to be thrown on someone else. And of course, he's not being intentional about that at all. I do want to hear it, but I don't want to feel it. So when he goes for a walk and calms down, comes back in, it changes everything when he does share about his day. So think about examples where you feel an energy shift like that in your home. Again, if you are grounded and relaxed, it'll be more obvious where that energy is coming from. And then in a relaxed and a very respectful way, see if you can bring mindfulness to that and a solution. Like, offering to go on a walk with this person or seeing if they want to go by themselves. If it's your child, maybe they can play with a ball outside, maybe run around the block, do something to move their bodies to vent that energy, but also for them to feel more grounded and present within themselves. Number 4 is to add more beauty, more positivity, more ease, and more space into your home and into your life. So I'm talking here more about vibration, more about your frequency, and what you're allowing in, what you're attracting, what you are putting your mind to. So on a very physical level, removing clutter from your home, picking up messes, seeing if you could do that at the end of the day, the really big, obvious stuff, so that you all have more room to easily move around the home. That's going to be more enjoyable and freeing for everyone. But you also want to be mindful of the less tangible things that will affect the energy in your home. Yelling, using harsh words, the TV blaring, or music, even music that you love, blasting that is not everyone wants to hear that. And it doesn't feel peaceful. Maybe you can create more silence in the home, more space without any stimulation. And then also adding more of that space into your schedule for self-care, or again, just doing nothing. Or something monotonous, like I love knitting. I love just knitting and not thinking about anything. Maybe for you, it's art or gardening, something that you still feel is adding to your life, but is not overly stimulating. So try not to fill your space in your home with things that pull you out of that grounded state. If you need to watch TV to relax, if you have to have wine, if you need to smoke a joint, like these things are not sustainable. These are not true solutions because they're actually distractions. They're an escape. They're not helping you feel more connected and present, which is always the best solution. That is what we're trying to find here. If you want more peace, joy, and love in your home, that comes through connection. And my 5th suggestion is to end the day with forgiveness. So we started off with gratitude, and I was suggesting that you adopt that attitude right after you wake up. With forgiveness, we're trying to feel that right before going to sleep at night. So both can actually be done in the comfort of your own bed. When we're ending the day with forgiveness, we're telling ourselves that we did the best we could. It is helping us resolve any emotional overwhelm. It's allowing us to release regrets so that they don't pull over into our sleep, they don't settle in the body, these emotions don't carry over into the next day. And I know that this is something that does keep people awake. When they are pensive, when they are worrying, it's typically about things that happen during the day. They're ruminating, trying to resolve it that way. If you just say, I am at peace with the way the day happened, and just see if you can let it go. It is like wiping the slate clean. Everything happens for a reason. Maybe you can intend to be more present the next day and hope for things to be smoother. See if you can let the mental conversation stop with that. I forgive myself for anything I did today that created disharmony in my family life, at work. Maybe I offended someone else. I am truly sorry for that. That was not my intention. I forgive myself. I did the very best I could. And sleep. Now, this is also a good time to forgive others. And I know that this is so hard for so many people. When we have a hard time forgiving others, like to the point where we're thinking about it at night and we're fuming, maybe this is something that weighs on us whenever our mind is still, that is definitely a problem. And this means that you are stuck in a victim mindset. And that is going to keep your heart closed. That is definitely going to affect your energy in your home. You're not your full loving self when you are in that victim mindset. So the best you can you let go of the actions of other people, however it has affected you? When you let it go, you are bringing your power back. And this will open up your heart when you're able to do this and allowing in for more peace, love, and joy. Thank you so much, friends, for watching. I'm curious if you have anything else you want to add to this list. You can let us know in the comments below. I'm also happy to answer any questions you have there too. And if you would like further support from me, please reach out. I help women lead empowered, joyful lives with my holistic healing sessions, coaching, and spiritual guidance. And I can do this both online through Zoom sessions as well as in person in my clinic here in Belmont, California. Much love and peace to you and your family.